And the thing is that when all bets are off, this is the moment to innovate. And somehow, of course, this is a very scary situation. So like it's not that I'm not empathetic and I don't understand why often this holding to the status quo and like just hoping that something will change is the resort people go to. But the thing is that things changed. And another thing that I've noticed is that, and I also heard it from a number of people I've been talking to, is that it's not like we got new trends happening right now, but the trends that were already there very slow, they are accelerated. So the things that were slowly catching up, like online shopping, which is probably the best example, or remote work, which are like a cliches of this situation that everybody talks about. But actually, this revolution has happened. So either if you are in this area, either you adjust to this, or you have to, it's gonna be difficult because the old ways changed. And
I totally agree. We both have podcasts, you and me, and I really love podcasts. And yesterday I listened to a very good one called Reboot, and he's talking. Do you know it? It's a really
I
good
heard about
podcast.
it. Yeah.
So he's talking about handling change and managing change. And one of the things that he's saying, there is this process, emotional process you're going through as a person, and leaders are still human beings, and employees are the same. Okay. And we are going through a process, and within this crisis, you need to go through the stages. And it's like mourning, like something is changed, and you need to really perceive that as something new. So first is like ending one thing, and sometimes the ending of one thing it takes so much energy, because it's your life work, it's what you've done till now, it's how the company, you exploited this opportunity again and again, and it was worth it. So you need to think about letting go of that. And then you need some time just to adjust, because mentally we need time to understand that, it's not coming back. And many people think about it as, once we have the vaccine, everything will go back to as it was. And it will not go back. I don't know. Nobody knows exactly, but we know that it will not be the same. And we already know, like, companies have decided not to use their offices space, and they deleted some of their areas, and everything has changed. So they will not go back to everyone coming to the office each day's 9 to 5. It will not be the same. So, and in education and entertainment and many other things. So this time of adjusting, and only then you can have the energy and mindset to create something new. And as I see it from what I feel for my clients, I think they needed that time. So when we started, they said, okay, it's just 1 or 2 months, we'll just hold on and everything will go back. And then as time got like more, it took more and more time, they said, okay, so it's not like a sprint, it's something longer. We need to really think about the vision, and it demands from people something that they don't want to do. They don't want to change. It's too hard, as you said. Like, thinking differently is too hard.
Yeah. And like, the thing is that, first of all, as humans, we are not really, we don't like change to start with, because it's uncomfortable, and our brains don't like it because they have to work harder, and therefore they use energy. The second thing is that if we invested so much in something, we see it as the sunk cost, right? So we think, oh my God, like I'm losing here. And we are so much more keen to avert the loss than to think of a gain of a kind in the future.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole thing of activity, like when you do things one way, you kind of do it on the system one, as Daniel Kahneman is talking about, right? So like you kind of do it on a very mechanistic,
automatic.
in a very automatic way, exactly. And now, if you are to change that, you have to think about it, and thinking is difficult. As simple as that.
Especially when the change is so huge. It's not only in your career, in your role, in your company, it's also in your private life, how you handle, like you're always in your house, and everything from the private life is going to your to where you work, and vice versa, and you have the kids at home, and everything is changing, and you're worried about your grandparents or parents, and it's all together. So sometimes it's overwhelming for people. So I totally understand what companies are going through, and I understand why it's hard for them to have the surge of energy that creativity and innovation demands. You cannot do innovation when you're fearful.
Yeah. The thing